We didn't even talk about his leather leisure suit. There's no time.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Classic.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
No more hangers!
You thought you'd become a prostitute or a drug addict.
I used to love doggy chow. I used to love doggy chow too.
I am Selena, Diogenes of Catania, priestess of Sekhmet. I am the ultimate siren of Endor. And you, little lady, are trespassing on private property. Just kidding. I'm Crystal.
Well, I'm Kara of Argos City, daughter of Allura and Zor-El, and I don't scare easily. I'm baby lame.
And welcome to Camp Classics.
A thoughtful podcast about stupid movies, or, as I like to refer to it, a podcast that's clinging on for dear life because of technical difficulties right now, listeners.
Much like this movie we're covering today.
No, honestly, I'm normally the technophobe, and it's normally Crystal that has her call, but I can see glimmers of you losing your shit.
I just had a mini meltdown, but we're through the worst of it. We're through the trees, we're through the woods, through the fire, as Shaka Khan said.
It's so good to see you, though, Crystal.
Yeah. It's been so long.
It's not like we've been in each other's, I was going to say arses, but that would be incorrect, wouldn't it?
Personal space, inner space.
Inner space, that's right, everyone. We've been vacating in Berlin, which sounds so much fun. As I would have believed from all of the social media that you've been posting. I think you work for the tourist board and are full of lies, because when I went to Berlin, it was pissing down with rain. And because I want to be skinny like an Olsen twin and I'm taking Monjaro, shit, piss, vomit, more vomit, instead of going to any clubs.
It's coming out of me like lava!
Well, that is what a lot of people go to Berlin for.
You have to understand the way I am, mein Herr.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
So maybe we're just adopting local custom.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend to go to Berlin, everyone. Maybe just don't go with Crystal, and maybe... No, we had a good time, didn't we? We did. I just feel a bit sad I didn't get to do the full messy experience of it. Well, it was very messy, actually, but just not... TMI, yeah. Oops, what are we listening to?
It was very messy. That much I can confirm. We haven't heard back from the Airbnb yet.
Well, speaking of the Airbnb, on the first night, listeners, I vomited all over myself because clearly my poor little Monjaro belly can't take margaritas and Mexican food. And I'm working on a show at the moment where I'm writing a script. And oh look, what I've just found in my bag. It is the one script I had that I was learning from that is covered in traces of vomit.
A tiger is a tiger, not a lamb, mein Herr.
Wow, it's not. I wouldn't call that a trace. I would say it looks like it's been like, you know how you dip letters in tea to make them look aged?
Yes.
That is so disgusting.
I know, and I was just going to throw it in the bin, but I thought I'd show it to you on the old
Wow,
Zoom.
You carried that across the English Channel.
I did, and they let it in.
It's a relic.
Well, onwards and upwards.
You know what else we did while we were in Berlin, though? You may have missed the clubbing experience. You may have missed some of the amazing tourist attractions, the Cold War memorials, etc., etc.
Yes.
But we did make time to go see the new Superman movie, didn't we?
My God. Imagine, everyone, it's Sunday, we're in Berlin, and we went to the cinema. We didn't just go to any old cinema. No, we went to one in the middle of a fucking rancid shopping centre. But I had a mental breakdown because I couldn't get in. I couldn't find the fucking entrance. And you were in Kino 5, and I couldn't get there. But no, we spent some of that cultural day in a cinema.
Yeah, what did you think of Superman?
Very surprised the critical acclaim and box office acclaim it seems to be getting, because it was a fucking hot mess.
Yeah, it was messy boots, wasn't it?
I mean, it literally was like throw as much shit at the wall as possible, see what sticks, and then hopefully we've got a franchise here.
Yeah. I mean, and the positive I would say is that some of it did stick, bits and pieces, but it just felt like a jumbled old, chaotic, yeah, messy boots situation.
Yeah, but there was one thing that is, I'm going to do a segue now. There was an introduction of a character who could have very well been on a night out in Berlin with you. She was very your energy. Supergirl.
Yeah, she was a scene-stealing final act moment, wasn't she?
Very Avril Lavigne coded.
Yeah, the new Supergirl, she's just a rock chick. She likes to rock out.
I like to scream, I like to holler, I like to break things, I like to yell.
Yeah, we got into the cinema where, to be honest, I felt a little bit embarrassed to be there. Especially I was sat next to my friend and we had been debating going to Berghain yesterday. But instead we decided to go to the cinema. I'm like, oh, we could have gone to the greatest club in the world. But instead we're in a shopping mall watching this piece of slop.
Well, again, I didn't know that was really on the cards because I would have absolutely just gone for a couple of hours just to dance and just have some joy. But I was like, oh, well.
So I do what I do. When I'm through, then I'm through.
Berlin. Yeah, so we watched that and then we needed a palate cleanser. So we decided to watch 1984's Supergirl.
So yeah, double bill.
It's summer blockbuster energy. We've got a new Supergirl movie on the way next year. So why not? It's always a good time to watch 1984's Supergirl.
Indeed. And also a member of our Gatreon, Jonathan, requested this back in the day when we started. So this one is for you, Jonathan.
How do you remember that?
I know Jonathan, and Jonathan has messaged me, why haven't you done Supergirl?
Perfect.
So we're doing it for you now, Jonathan.
This is for you, Jonathan.
Yeah, baby.
This one's for you. You mentioned the Gatreon. Nice plug. We have a Gatreon. It's £4 a month. You get a bonus episode every month. And I would love to welcome our new members, Drew C. and Hugo. And also a couple mystery members who joined via Spotify, whose names I can't see.
Mystery members. So are they like the cuckers of the podcast world?
Yeah, or like, I guess it's voyeurs, isn't it? It's like Peep Show. Yeah, they're watching us, but we can't see them.
But we kind of know that they're there because we are doing it. Okay.
We can see them twitching the little Spotify curtain.
Toodaloo.
And, you know, if you're listening to this and you can't subscribe to the Gatreon, well, you could just go and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And that would be not as appreciated, but, you know, it would get you closer.
It would make you shut the fuck up, to be quite honest, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like this validation is never going to go away. So we need to actively encourage 5-star reviews, please.
Absolutely. And we'll read them out. In fact, we've had some feedback. Ren says, I've devoured your podcast over the last 2 weeks, and I'm having an absolute blast. Would you consider doing an episode on Spice World?
Yeah.
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 I mean, what else can you possibly do in this heat?
Were you ever a Spice Girl fan?
Not really. I was a little too old, and I felt like when they were big in Canada, it was more for like 8-year-old girls, and I was like 13 at that time, so I just kind of missed it.
Yeah. I feel like I also wasn't a fan, but and because of my job in TV, I've met all of them except for Victoria at various stages of their careers, and it's been like the low levels, do you know what I mean? It's been like, you know, Jerry Halliwell's Eugenia Lavender books, or like I feel like their careers have been very up and down, but I think because of the shows I've worked on, I've seen them right at the bottom. So it's hard for me to kind of get like, wow, do you know what I mean?
But that's good though, because that means we'll come into the episode with some anecdotes. I mean, I have stories to tell about Jerry Halliwell, and also famously Victoria Beckham once gave me a dirty once over,
which is brilliant. And I worked with Emma Bunton. She was a TV presenter on a show I produced, and she used to blame lots of things on me, even when I hadn't done the wrong thing. So there we go.
That's what I mean. Emma taught me everything I know.
There's always someone younger and hungrier coming down the stairs after you.
But baby, before we go any further, I know people are dying to know, what makes a camp classic?
Well, a camp classic is something that should unlock queer joy. In the words of the legend, Megan Fox, what do we want, Crystal?
A weddie.
You give me such a wetty.
It needs to have an ongoing legacy, something that will make you come back for more. I say that like that because I'm reading from a list and I've spelt cum C-U-M. So it needs to be so stupid it's genius. If it makes sense, it's probably not camp. It needs to feed into queer pop culture. And ultimately, we want flaccid energy. A flop rejected by the mainstream, resurrected by all of the gorgeous gays in the world.
Love it.
We are really putting effort into this because of the earlier technical breakdown, aren't we? I can sense we're both ramping up our energy levels here.
Well, actually, the omegahedron, which powers this podcast, flew out of my Berlin apartment window. And it's really just caused the whole Camp Classics HQ to go haywire. So
okay.
We're going to need a hero to swoop in and save us. Hopefully she's got some energy she can give us. Because today we are covering 1984's Supergirl.
This movie was on all the time when I was growing up. This was a real kind of Christmas time, holidays kind of movie. And I've never really watched the main Superman films, like with what's his chops? What's his name?
Christopher Reeves.
R.I.P. Christopher Reeves, yeah. Wasn't really bothered by him, but obviously as a little raving faggot, adored this movie. And I grew up with it. So I've got a lot of love with it, but hadn't watched it for a good few years. So it was interesting to watch a bit older. What about you?
I'd only seen it once before, and it was probably only 10 years ago the first time I saw it. I didn't see it as a kid. I think my husband introduced it to me. So I think last night when we watched it, it was the second time I'd seen it. And wow, I loved it so much.
It's a real cackle fest, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot to process. There's a lot to process.
There really is. There really is. Well, let's get into some of the reviews and box office. This movie was directed by Jano Schwark.
They did Jaws 2, didn't they?
They did Jaws 2, and they've directed a lot of TV.
Oh, really? What?
Not a lot of big movies, but like just name a TV show. They've probably done an episode or two of it.
Okay. Like CSI, or are they dead?
Yeah, that vibe.
Yeah.
Ally McBeal, like Supernatural.
Okay. Charmed.
Yeah, probably. Smallville, they did it like a whole season.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
It does. It does. So they've done well. He's done well.
Oh, let that be known. The binary is real, people. Crystal likes to enforce binary terms.
No, I did watch the making of Supergirl today, and he is a man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In a sexy way, or
in like a kind of tiny, fat, greasy European sort of way, and he's always got his top off.
Ooh.
One point, it looks like he's wearing a little diaper.
Great. Okay.
So that's a sexy image for you. Again, Berlin vibes.
Very me. Yep.
It was a fine affair, but now it's over.
But this movie was written by David Odell.
You say that name like I meant to know who that is.
Well, do you know what else he has written?
Tell me.
When you find out, it's going to make so much sense.
Okay.
Because he wrote Masters of the Universe.
Oh my fucking god!
It feels reductive.
All this time.
It's the same movie. I
didn't know.
It's kind of the exact same movie.
In lots of ways. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I am flabbergasted. So I'm a fan of his work. Clearly.
So. You're an Odell head.
Shit. What else has he written?
He also did The Dark Crystal.
Yeah, I like that. I haven't watched it for ages, but
yeah. And then other things.
Oh, so he's in his like little fantasy film box.
Reductive.
And doing quite badly at it, I would say. I mean, 2 out of 3 real bad movies.
Stinkers, yeah.
Stinkers.
Oh,
Stinkers.
Berlin again. Sorry.
Ooh.
Mine hair.
This movie had a budget of around $35 million. That's a big budget. It's about $85 million today.
Oh,
So
wow. So
that's like kind of as big as movies come, really. But it was a flaccid box office. It took 14 million in North America. And it's got 21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And the new Superman has what?
82.
Fucking hell.
Make it make sense. But this is well, we'll get into it, but I'm not sure that 21% isn't deserved. Do you think this movie is like well known?
No. I'm going to say no.
I think like probably if you like underground or queer cinema, everyone who likes that has seen this movie, but like there's probably like a steep cliff of people who are just casual movie viewers who don't know this movie.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those films that I genuinely think people would enjoy it if they were aware of it. But it's just got it's a lost one, isn't it? It doesn't it doesn't have the same stature as any of the earlier Superman films, even though there were some duds in there, like Superman 3 is terrible, isn't it? But at least they're kind of known a bit more. But no, it's faded away.
Shame. Well, here's the plot. So, there's a lot of plot in this movie.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, we'll do our best. So, we've got Kara Zor-El, who is the cousin of Superman. She lives in Argo City, which is kind of like a 70s hippie commune in space.
It's stunning, isn't it?
It's like an arts and crafts center.
Yeah, we put like modern art gallery, and we were talking about this very like soft sculpture, beautiful handmade textiles.
So many textiles.
So, and like, why can't the future be represented in that way? We always see a lot of like very
chrome and metal, but why not textiles? Yeah.
Why
not a gorgeous hanging?
Yeah, and
why not crochet in space?
Yes, I fully support you.
Anyway, this city is full of Kryptonians who escaped the destruction of Krypton.
I think
by
a city. Sorry, I think a city is a bit generous. It's more like a yurt.
Okay. Yeah, but this space yurt is full of Kryptonians who escaped Krypton's destruction and made it to inner space, which is not outer space, it's inner space.
Was this quite a dated looking film? Because it is giving like late 60s, early 70s Woodstock.
It really is. It really reminded me of Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. The word I want to use is groovy. Everyone on this Kryptonian space yurt is very groovy.
They are very acid coded as well.
Yeah.
They've been taking mushrooms.
We meet Zoltar, who is a techno wizard artist sort of guy, cult leader figure.
And
he's got a magic wand.
This is where the Masters of the Universe connection comes in, because this guy Peter O'Toole, who is a famous actor, I know he is, but no fucking clue what he's been in. But it's like, bitch,
Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh, okay. Oh, cultural appropriation, man, racist blackface, man. This, let's be real. He's not at the fucking Globe, but his performance, you would think he was reciting Shakespearean text.
Oh, yeah. He is going for it.
He is jumping on that text.
Yeah. It's amazing.
But he does have sex toys to play with.
He does. So he's got a little rotating orange crystal wand, and he's got like maybe a vibrating egg.
Yeah,
and he gives them both to Kara,
and they kind of connect, don't they? So like, you can make the butt thing rattle if you stick the wand at it.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like if we went out in public and I popped it in your bum and we're sat somewhere public, and then I have a little wiggle of the wand that's going to be kind of doing all sorts of menace inside of you.
All sorts of menace. I would never give you the control of anything going anywhere near my butt. Let's be clear. You can't be trusted. Right, this orb, it's called the Omegahedron, and for some reason he's taken it out of its safe place in the city because it powers the whole city. And he's using it to make some art, and he just hands it over to our girl Kara, who then has a real moment where her legs are splayed and she's holding a vibrating wand in one hand, and I don't know if it was the cropping of the version we were watching, but it really looked like she was about to go to town.
Oh, that wand, that ball was barely going to touch the sides. It was going all the way in.
She accidentally makes a dragonfly, which is powerful enough to rip through the walls, the paper-thin walls of Argo City.
The walls are made out of like a kind of a plastic sheath. So yeah. Surprising, really, that they could get through that.
Yeah, and the Omegahedron, which was the power source for this whole city, just flies right out into space, and Kara nearly gets sucked out too.
It's a lot of drama going on in the first 5 minutes.
So Kara decides to follow the Omegahedron. She gets in a spaceship and flies off towards Earth. And as she's flying, she transforms into Supergirl for reasons. We don't know why. She's just in this orb. She's kind of having like an acid trip, going through all of these interdimensional portal sort of situations. So then we cut to Earth. We meet Selena, who is played by Faye Dunaway. She's having a picnic and talking about how she wants to take over the Earth.
Now, she's not just having a picnic, though, is she? She is dining on a dead tiger.
Yeah, like a Siberian tiger. Yeah.
I mean, that's a boss bitch move.
Yeah. There is not enough time in the world to talk about Faye Dunaway in this movie, but some important things to know is that she's always got Morticia Addams key lighting on her face.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd say 80% of the time she's got a wind machine.
And a good wind machine as well.
A good wind machine, yeah. And she's also delivering lines and dialogue that would fit in like a Shakespearean drama.
I'd also like to add that the wig is like a triple stack.
It is big.
We're not dealing with just like a single unit there. She has inches.
Mama.
Sometimes it is so mental, the hair sculpture that is going on with her. I saw a behind the scenes interview with her friend in the film, Bianca, who we'll talk about. Yeah. And the interview was saying that Faye Dunaway was meant to be a nightmare on set. You know, what was her experience? And the actress, what's her name?
Brenda Vaccaro.
Yeah, Brenda Vaccaro was asked about working with Faye Dunaway. And basically, her answer to everything was, I just didn't stand up for any of her shit. So Faye Dunaway was like apparently just like howling instructions, you know, having breakdowns, being a diva. And like good old Brenda was just like, not today, bitch. I'm not having it. And then it intercut this video with clips of Faye Dunaway talking about their working relationship.
Brenda and I, you know, were sort of like a double act, really. And we found that we were reacting very well to each other, and the chemistry between us was interesting, and looks and all sorts of things would happen unplanned, the spontaneity.
This is Faye Dunaway after Mummy Dearest, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 3 years later.
So we are really sinking now in terms of her status as an Oscar-winning actress into this territory.
I mean, they didn't even want her for this movie, and I heard reports that they considered canning her partway through production because she was so hard to work with.
Oh, shit.
I mean, this is off of like IMDb trivia, so it's possibly not true. I couldn't find like a proper source, but yeah, apparently the director threatened to fire her and replace her because she was being so difficult.
But that's where we're getting to with her billing, though, aren't we? It's like, you know, 10 years before that, my God, we've got Faye Dunaway. And now it's just like, ugh.
They apparently offered Dolly Parton $9 million to do this movie, and she said no, because apparently Dolly Parton would never play a witch.
I understand. I can't imagine Dolly Parton playing this character. Can you?
Well,
a witch?
No, I can't really imagine it, but it makes sense more what they were trying to get from the character. But allegedly, Faye Dunaway said that, I mean, we're really getting to the weeds now, but Faye Dunaway said that she wanted to make it funnier and the director wouldn't let her and wanted her to be the straight man. And I don't know if that's just because Faye Dunaway doesn't really do comedy. I don't know.
No
Maybe
shit. No,
Yeah.
no, she doesn't.
I can't really imagine. I don't think so.
She does not do intentional comedy. She has a few punchline gags and really, really failed at setting them up in this. I mean, she's hysterical because she is playing Joan Crawford in this movie.
Yeah.
Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
It's the most serious performance of an evil witch trying to take over the world that you have ever seen in a movie that is otherwise so silly. It's just really, really remarkable.
I felt personally attached to Selena's character because she lives in a ghost train. And it made me think of a lot of the items I have in my flat are from like ghost trains. And I was like, oh my God, am I Selena? I think I might be Selena. Oh my God, it's me. It makes a lot of sense, really.
It really does. Yeah, she lives, her and Bianca. Bianca is played by, as we said, Brenda Vaccaro, who I think played Joey's mom on Friends. That's how I knew her. But yeah, they're this like coven of witches living in an abandoned amusement park. But they're really worried about the bills they've got to pay. It's like such a classic thing for like a villain to take over an abandoned spot. But I don't think if you do that, you still have to pay like your water bill.
Well, they could be doing a guardianship. Because then you do need to pay bills, don't you?
Yeah, that's true.
But it was giving
guardianships in Illinois in the 80s.
Well, it was giving like warehouse
vibe,
wasn't it? They're just kind of, well, this was the other depressing thing watching this while I was having like a sort of a midlife crisis in Berlin because I literally wasn't doing anything. I'm basically the age of those women as well, so that was another reason to hate my life.
Well, Selena really was on an upward trajectory for a bit there. So, there's still hope for you. Okay, fuck this plot. So Selena, the Omegahedron lands in Selena's pot of nacho cheese. And Selena's like, oh my God, what's that? And she recognizes that it's like a source of power and that it could probably be her ticket to world domination. So she takes it. She's got these lines, which I'm going to read because they're so insane. She's holding the Omegahedron and she says, "Immortality be upon this one. She is a sharer of the sun's everlasting life. There will now be no danger of death. The world will keep her forever." What does it mean?
Who can say? Who can say?
But she's like, fuck you, Nigel. And she's going to make her own way being a boss witch. Kara also arrives on Earth and she's granted Superman's powers by the sun. What happens here? How does she discover her powers?
Well, it's all just a bit fucking... She picks up a flower, doesn't she? Yeah. And then using her heat vision, she makes the flower bloom. Whereas actually, she should really be able to go through like a bank door with that. What else does she do? She does a lot of ballet.
Yeah, there's a lot of this in the making of the aerial ballet.
Yeah, it's a very gentle approach, isn't it? It's the womanly approach to having superpowers. So she's a lot slower. It's a lot more balletic.
The director apparently said, Superman is power and strength, but Supergirl is more style and elegance.
That's just like the rules of feminism.
And that really does say a lot about this movie. And you can see it in the way she flies. There's a lot of arm movement. Supergirl was saying in the making of that she couldn't move very much when she was in the harness for the flying, but her arms were very free. So she had to give it a lot of arm energy. And it is very fluttery, floaty.
Yeah.
Graceful. Then we've got like this pretty horrible rape threat scene.
Oh yeah, that was a nice Sunday night view, wasn't it?
Yeah, these two truckers try and rape Supergirl, and she beats them up.
Well, she doesn't even beat them up. She gracefully kicks one, and like they slowly, kind of leisurely lift up and kind of fall back on some bins. To the point
Yeah.
where they go to the other one, we shouldn't tell anyone this happened.
Yeah, it's very it's played for like slapsticky sort of vibes.
But yeah, again, she's just too graceful, isn't she?
Yeah. And then she's looking for the Omegahedron. Obviously, did we say this? But the Omegahedron, because it powers the city, all of her friends and family are gonna die.
Yeah, and how long have they got?
2 days.
In 2 days.
A couple days.
And
We're not entirely sure.
And it was like urgent matters because it's their lights are gonna dim, and then that will be the end of it. So so really, she's
slowly gonna suffocate in inner space.
And you'd think with that, the pacing of this movie would be she'd be pretty fucking desperate to find. I mean, she wouldn't get distracted by a local school or anything, would she?
No, she wouldn't decide to become a high school student.
Yeah, and hang out with a little lesbian friend.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kara enrolls at a boarding school and befriends Lucy Lane, who is Lois Lane's sister. Yeah. And she also meets and becomes enamored with Ethan, who is the school groundskeeper, who's probably in his early 30s.
Yeah. He definitely shouldn't be working at that all-girls school because I think he's been having sex with lots of those girls, and I think it's very, very bad. But yeah, she's, she wants an education. So, yeah, she's gone to a lot of effort in pretending that Clark Kent is sponsoring her. She has. She's an orphan. She's made up a backstory. She's going to borrow clothes. She gets really into her studying, and all because why? Why does she need to have any form of?
It's unclear. I think. Yeah, I guess the movie was just like, wouldn't it be fun if her secret identity was high school? But there is no reason in this movie for this girl to do this.
But I'm glad that they did stick to, the known hair colouring of individuals, and that is dark hair, sensible, blonde hair, powerful, pretty.
I mean, that's just like the rules of feminism.
When she transforms, she's got a little brown bob. The other thing with Supergirl is like she doesn't know anything about Earth because she's obviously been born and raised in this space yurt. So she doesn't know like what a train is or a tree or anything like that. But she does know that she needs a reference letter to get admitted to boarding school. I mean, I'm not even sure she'd understand what the concept of school is, but she knows how to use a typewriter and fake a reference letter to get into school. Anyway, the school storyline kind of gets raised but then dropped pretty fast. But there are some bullies that she fights with.
And also we get to see, again, the young girls in their underwear in showers scenes.
Maybe that's why they put in the school at all, really, just to have an excuse to have teenage girls in the shower because it's the 80s.
It is the 80s. Yes. I quite like that.
The movies.
The evil girl who wanted to like burn their skin off in the shower. I was quite impressed with her.
Yeah, there's like a bully she tries to scald all the girls with hot water, and she also tries to hit a field hockey puck hard enough that I think it would have killed someone.
Yes. She says in that shower, because her friend's like, why don't we just turn on the cold water and give them a surprise? I don't know why they're Mickey Mouse now, but
yeah.
And then she returns and says, so what? They lose a little skin. She's a fucking psychopath. I'll tell you something. Supergirl should not be fucking worrying about Selena. There is a murdering fucking schoolgirl on the loose.
You're so right. But anyway, that's also the last we see of these bullies. Okay, so now this movie turns into a love triangle because Selena also sees Ethan. And at first I didn't understand why. Did you explain this to me?
Yeah. So basically, the wibbly ball, because it's connected to Kara, that's, what's her other name?
Linda
Lee. So Kara, Linda Lee, Supergirl. Because why she couldn't call herself Kara,
I don't know.
No, she had to get again. She's so invested in this undercover like mission that is not needed. It's like, Kara, you can just exist with your blonde hair. You don't need to make any friends. You just need to find the fucking source. You have a fucking tracking device on your bracelet, bitch. Come on. Your family and friends and your entire planet are all going to die on the yurt in less than 2 days now. You probably have a day and a half left.
But she also needs to matriculate and make friends.
But also, there's no sense that we never return to the yurt to see that problems are happening there. Maybe the lights are dimming. Nothing on her bracelet. She literally doesn't give a shit.
Death to all of them.
But yeah, so her bracelet, that gorgeous little... To me, it's kind of what you would get in like Camden Stables Market. You know, like a little indie jeweler is connected to the wibbly ball, and the ball wibbles whenever it's near. So the ball is wibbling while Selena has it in the car, but she sees Ethan the gardener, and I think then she connects the wibble to him and thinks, wow, my balls are wibbling because of him. Wibbling, is that even a word?
All of our balls were wibbling watching shirtless Ethan. I think he's actually painting a tree in that scene.
And what's his real name as well?
Hart Bochner.
God, that's such an American actor name, isn't it? So yeah, so basically Selena's like, well, I need to fucking get this man, don't I?
Yeah, she does. She thinks that the orb is telling her something. So she concocts a love spell, invites him over, and there's like a real like horny seduction scene. She gives him a drink. He gets all woozy, and when he wakes up, the first person he sees, he's going to be in love with. Now, what could possibly go wrong?
Also, I appreciate the horny seduction scene. He is not interested at all.
Yeah, he's at this point in the movie, he's like a real like kind of yob, isn't he? He's like kind of a New York dum-dum. But so what happened? So he's drunk the love potion, gotten all woozy, but then he regains consciousness while Selena's out, and he starts to wander the streets. So Selena uses her newfound powers to animate a backhoe to retrieve Ethan.
And that is giving me escape room. It's like she's got to, you know, maneuver a machine with a joystick or something with her hands. She's not really getting a grasp of it, is she? She's quite sort of slow with what she's doing.
Well, she's causing a lot of property damage. I mean, I think about 4 or 5 cars get crushed. A gas station gets set on fire. There's a tire fire. Like a bunch of shop fronts get demolished. I think a lady gets crushed in one.
Crushed to death, you said.
Yes, crushed to death. Yeah, yeah. There's a wedding that nearly gets steamrolled.
Oh, yeah. And do you know what I really appreciated about this? I feel like in your more modern films, you know, Superman that we saw, CGI, the action is just so fast. It's like boom, 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 boom. This movie, they went really slow with it. So you could really just take in every single beat of what was happening because it was very, very slow, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a truck carrying a bunch of bales of hay. We better watch that slowly spill all of its bales of hay. I'm glad we've got 10 seconds of that.
And then you've got, what's her name from Grease 2?
Lucy Lane.
Lucy Lane. She jumps into the vehicle because she's trying to save... Well, yeah, because
it's very heroic.
It captures Ethan, doesn't it, eventually?
Oh, it does, yeah. So he's stuck in the clawed mouthpiece dumpster sort of situation.
It's very Robot Wars. Did you ever watch Robot Wars as a kid?
It so is. And Lucy gets in there to try and save him. She's promptly knocked out.
Yeah, knocked out, unconscious. And I mean, it's going at a pace, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going at least 10 miles an hour.
So she's unconscious. Ethan's trapped in the mouth of the machine. People are screaming. There's a lot going on.
Well, if only we had someone to come in to the rescue.
Well, because bloody Linda Lee is munching down on a Popeyes still, isn't she?
There is such an insane Popeyes product placement which is happening throughout all of this. They literally are like, oh, will you pass me that chicken? Oh, I think I'll have a Diet Coke. Oh, could you pass me the root beer?
Yeah.
Popeyes gets mentioned multiple times. The first time they talk about Popeyes, I was like, oh, they're gonna go to like the bar in town, which is run by a guy called Popeye. It's like the local haunt. No, it is Popeye's fast food restaurant.
Yeah, where they're
And
having a party, a really cool event, aren't they?
Yeah, it features prominently.
So yeah, all of this shit is going down, and Linda Lee is still sat at the table, kind of just watching it.
But she decides to help, transforms into Supergirl, and I guess she saves the day. She
does some impressive things, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She flies
goes
through
a water tower.
Yeah, and drizzles down some water.
Yeah.
There's some electrical cables that she breaks with her eyes.
Yeah. And she rips the front off the tractor and flies Ethan to safety,
leaving her friend in the vehicle to just drive
which
into
is still
a building.
running.
Yeah, while she's still unconscious. Yeah, but she leaves her.
Yeah.
And yeah, that could have ended quite nastily. But yeah, that's what good old Linda does.
So they built that entire town on the Pinewood lot.
I read this today. Yeah. I mean, you can tell. It's quite.
You can tell. A lot of shots of this one street in town.
Yeah, and it's it's not Superman. We're not talking about a big city, are we? It's just a town they're just in.
Yeah. Well, it's Midville, not to be confused with Smallville.
So Ethan's rescued.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is that apparently it took them 22 days to shoot this tractor scene.
22 days?
22 days.
Is that because of the amount of time it took to physically move at that pace? Because it was that slow.
By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
The other thing I really enjoyed watching the making of, I mean, don't watch the making of, but the director takes it all so seriously. Like, there's so many shots of him and Kara discussing like her motivation when she's going to be doing this action, and like, oh, let's talk about the physicality of like how it's going to look when you tear that bit off the tractor, or like, oh, let's try it with you when you're floating down to earth, like if you used your hands a bit as though that was slowing you down. He's like putting so much thought into these details, which he's taking his job very seriously and somehow still coming up with a real pile of shit.
Yeah, it is. It's so shit. It is a thing of beauty, though, that scene. It really is.
Oh, yeah. The whole movie. So, yeah, as you say, she's rescued Ethan, and obviously then he wakes up and falls in love with her. And so now we've got a love triangle on our hands.
Doesn't the coconut fall on his head? Was that another time? Is that another time?
No, this is when the coconut... Then a flying coconut flies through the air and hits him on the head, and he's unconscious for the second time of this movie.
But also, because I wrote down in my notes, it's giving Amdram Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah, I also had that exact thought. I think, did we both do Amdram productions of Midsummer Night's Dream?
Yes, we did, and I would like to talk about this. Who did you play in A Midsummer Night's Dream?
Oh, what's his name? Demetrius?
I think I was Demetrius as well.
Wait, I need to look at the characters' names. Oh, I think I was Lysander.
Oh my god, that would make so much sense if you were Lysander and I was Demetrius. So we're rivals. That would make so much sense. And I don't know about you, there was literally there were just the two gay boys. There were three gay boys. And one of them played something else. So it was me and this other gay boy called Ben, and we played those two love. And I remember I had this argument with like a really good drama friend of mine called Laura, and like we didn't speak to each other, and she was my love. She played Helena to me, and so there were all of these pictures of us because we just stopped being friends, of us like doing romantic poses, but we hated each other's guts.
That's very you.
Yeah, very, very. I love that you were in A Midsummer Night's Dream as well.
Yeah, I can't really remember anything about it at all, to be honest, except I'm sure everyone was gay too.
Yeah, I mean, and it was riding the wave of Leonardo DiCaprio's Romeo and Juliet, so I think everybody thought they were being a bit edgy and cool in it.
That's probably why we did it. Yeah, I had no business playing that character. Anyway, yeah, that is the vibe of this movie. It's kind of like a slapstick comedy of errors, love potion gone wrong movie now. Right, so he's in love with her and she flies away and he kisses her. Oh yeah, he's in love with her and he kisses her and she's like, what is this feeling? What is this thing in my mouth. She's very
It's a
excited.
dick.
And so she goes back to school and she's going to make out with herself in the mirror. But Selena sends
the
a
shadow.
monster.
Yeah, the shadow monster. Yeah. And now this is another inspired set piece of how you do kind of action movies. So the kitchen is just shaking. All of the dressers, the tables are shaking. Pots and pans are shaking in the room as she does the spell. And you know that there were fucking crew all around her, literally shaking that all by hand. It was so obvious. And I'm just like, she's there casting the spell and it's like, oh, rattle, 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 rattle.
I love it. Anytime she's casting a spell, the wind picks up, the key lighting in her eyes goes more intense, and she just sucks in those cheekbones, widens her eyes, and you just get full Faye Dunaway face. It's, ugh.
Power of shadow, take shape. Look like a vicious dark star.
And then you've got just Bianca chain smoking next to her.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's awful. That's never gonna work.
Yeah, and then there's like a scene where Supergirl's fighting a shadow monster that Selena has sent, and this is like an invisible monster. It's an odd choice to make her fight something invisible, which is maybe a budget issue, but I don't know.
How long did that take to fucking shoot if the other scene was 21 days? Right then. Right, I really want you to envision a big scary shadow monster now.
I did like how some of like it crushed a car invisibly. Like there was some kind of fun practical effects there, but
so then she defeats it, doesn't she? And then they go on a date, don't they? He pops up with a box of chocolates for Linda Lee at the fairground, right?
Yes. Linda is tracking the Omegahedron
because her family are gonna die.
Yeah, in case you forgot. But then Ethan turns up with flowers and chocolates. And then there's a confrontation between Selena, Supergirl, and Ethan. And
so and then basically Selena turns the Whirlwitzer on, super speed. And then Ethan disappears and he appears on the Dodgems. And then the Dodgem carts are trying to crush him. And obviously he can't just leave the Dodgem track. He has to stay in the middle and run around it, doesn't he?
Yeah. And so Supergirl gets him onto a Dodgem and flies him to safety.
In a very similar way to what we've just seen maybe 20 minutes before. Yeah.
Is this the bit where Selena creates loads of duplicates of herself?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, that was incredible. So she's like spinning around Supergirl with all of these mirage versions of herself. It's really fab. And she's always in a caftan, so there's a lot of fabric to look at. It's really great. That's when Selena sends the coconut to knock Ethan out. Now he's unconscious for the second or third time of the movie. And
he wakes up, and then they go to kiss, and then he disappears. And then the next time we see him, he's chained to a bed.
Ethan really gets like punished in like a BDSM way in this movie, doesn't he?
Absolutely, yeah.
The first time we see him, he's topless. Then he's like chased by that chomping maw, and he's like crawling on the street, like ass up, looking over his shoulder, like in fear. And then he's chained to a bed. BDSM vibes. It's so great. No notes for that.
And then basically what happens is the greatest scene of the entire movie in my mind. Because Supergirl flies to go and get him. And we see she then gets put in like a force field box. And then we see good old Selena walking out in like sexy clothes, don't we? He's chained up. And then she walks over to him and she says, "Enjoy your prison, Supergirl." And then basically starts snogging Ethan in front of her. And it's full kink at this point, isn't it?
Is this when she's in like all of the really blingy diamond jewelry? So much drag jewels, fierce drag jewels.
But she's wearing like a black pussy bow and a black pencil skirt. She's gone very like And she kind of lifts her arm up and is just kind of like suggesting a side kiss with Ethan as she's sort of scenting him before she goes in.
But I felt like their ages were closer and more appropriate than Ethan and Supergirl.
The thing is, something else I love about this film is she really doesn't give a shit about Ethan, Selena. She actually hates him. Like, as it goes on, she's just so bored of him.
Yeah, but what? So she thinks he's the key for her taking over the world?
I think by this point, she's just like, she wants Supergirl to, like, feel shit. And then this is what we discussed. I then feels that she understands that this is the entry to controlling all men's minds and then taking over the world. Her ambitions are a bit more ramped up now because she's looking at the map with Bianca, yeah.
Yeah, they're plotting the rest of world domination. They're like, today, Midville, tomorrow, Chicago, then North America. We love a woman on a mission. And she has sent Supergirl to the Phantom Zone.
Now, this is where it gets really boring, if you ask me. I could have done with a long toilet break here.
Yeah. There's a long portion of Supergirl reuniting with Zoltar and them trying to escape the Phantom Zone. And really, who cares? But Zoltar dies. He falls into some kind of vortex, and Supergirl manages to escape.
And clearly, this is where the scriptwriter has like, we've got Peter O'Toole. You know, I need to write some lengthy monologues here, and we need to really workshop this and give Shakespeare realness. But it's just fucking shit.
Meanwhile, back on Earth, though, Bianca has taken over the town. She's got stormtroopers now, and she's riding around town in like a big old Nazi car. And there are protesters, and they're saying things like, oh, did I say Bianca?
Yeah, you said Bianca. Selena, though. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's all these protesters being like, down with Selena.
Yeah. And it's so they've like very quickly. Well, I mean, that's what happens if you unionize everyone. You can get these kind of protests together like that, can't you? But yeah, they've got a real issue with Selena. Thank God Selena's got like 6 people wearing motorcycle helmets to protect her.
Yeah, to keep the peace. Apparently, there's a deleted scene where she turns one of the protesters into ice and then shatters her.
Why would you delete that?
Why would you delete that?
I mean, how long did that take to film?
Truly. But she captures Lana Lane, Lucy Lane, and Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen's in this movie. And then Supergirl escapes the Phantom Realm and she goes to rescue her friends. Now we've got our final showdown.
And now they are trapped in cages, suspended above dildos. It's death by dildos to those people, isn't it?
Flaming hot dildos. And Selena summons a giant shadow demon, which we've kind of been like seeing hinted at throughout the movie. And the demon nearly
her
defeats
box is
Supergirl.
getting bigger and uglier. That's what she says. Her box is getting bigger and uglier.
Does she say that?
Yes.
I remember her saying, what the box wants, the box gets.
Yes. I mean, words to live by. To live by. So she, it's time for the big showdown, isn't it? So the shadow monster's up. Selena's also made like a bit of a disco dance floor situation.
That light up floor, hung up
moving.
floor.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden Supergirl's a bit, shaky on her
off
feet.
Balance. She can't fly now for anymore for the purposes of this fight scene.
And also there's a bit where that like statue of the devil nearly falls and hits her. And it's like, you're Supergirl.
Yeah, you're fine.
Unless it's made of kryptonite.
Yeah. Selena's controlling the shadow monster, like a kind of like hand puppet sort of vibe. The effects here are really, really bad. Really shockingly awful.
Oh.
Supergirl's being like stretched by the shadow monster, but they've just like distorted her image in this really weird way. It's so peculiar.
It's so badly done. And like, even by the era's standards, it's like they thought, I want this to happen, but I don't know how we're going to do it. So maybe we'll just do it in the edit. And they've never done it before. So
That's
whereas
exactly
like
how it feels.
The meticulous shooting of, the high-speed chase of the machine.
The tractor.
Yeah, that's taken a lot of the resources and time. But arguably a more important scene of trying to torture Supergirl is just like, oh, well, I guess we'll just give it a go.
And then Supergirl kind of escapes and she makes a tornado by flying in a circle really fast. And that tornado somehow sucks Selina into the shadow monster, into the mirror, into the Phantom Zone.
Something like that. I mean, the thing is, I do understand why this has happened, because by this point, the running time on this movie is getting really, really long, and they just need to wrap it up, don't they?
Yeah, we're over 2 hours now.
But can we talk about how much fucking cuntness Faye Dunaway is serving in that last extended levitation wind machine backlit moment?
Oh, it's so great. It's so great. She's in like this whirlwind that Supergirl has created. And it's like that nun, that scary nun dancing in the middle of that that amusement park ride. You picture that, but it's Faye Dunaway serving face.
And at this point, her hair is the biggest it's been. She's wearing so many layers. She's the jewelry is there. I mean, it is. They've literally thrown all of the wardrobe department at her by this point, haven't they?
Yeah, it really looks like the entire wardrobe department has thrown up on her. They're like, we've got 7 caftans left we haven't used. Let's just put them all in this last scene. But yeah, Supergirl saves the day. Faye Dunaway's defeated. And
Linda says goodbye to the pedo gardener.
Yeah. And goes back to Argo City and we see it light up again. The end.
But what we don't see is the inside of the yurt and all of the dead bodies that are in there. And I think that could be very represented by the window display that we saw in Berlin.
I was just going to say that. We walked past this kink store.
Post pictures on the grid as well for
okay. Yeah. We walked past this fetish store which had this like sun-bleached display of latex clothes for men and women, a penis enlarger. Everything looked like it had been in that window for about 40 years. It was fully sun-bleached. And then we noticed the dead flies. And I'm not kidding. Thousands and thousands of dead flies in that window. I don't know when that shop was last open, but I think the owner is dead in there. Yes. And the flies feasted on that corpse, and then they also died.
And that is basically the deleted ending of Supergirl. that lazy penis gardener chasing Linda Lee has forgotten about her family, and they have all died inside the yurt.
Death to all of them. Wow. I kind of don't even know what to say about this movie now. I had such an amazing time watching it. I just laughed and laughed and laughed. It's one of the worst movies I think we've covered on this podcast.
Oh, for sure.
It's so impossibly bad, it's very hard to describe, but like nothing makes sense. No one's acting the same. Everyone's acting in different movies. The effects, it's just mind-boggling. It's a mind-boggling movie. And
whilst Joan Crawford is giving, this is the performance of a lifetime in tension.
Yeah, well, that's what the director wanted.
I am merely a vessel to this movie and my director.
I am Selina, Dionysus of Catania, priestess of Sekhmet. I am the ultimate siren of Endor, and you, little lady, are trespassing on private property.
I love her so much. I know when we did Mummy Dearest, there was like, I found it a little bit, there was a bit of darkness to it that
you're sensitive to child abuse.
Yeah, but watching this, it's like all of that feeling is just gone, and you just get to watch her be the hammiest ham.
But it's such an exquisite ham, because there is totally a world where Bette Midler would play this character, right? And she has played this witch before.
Yeah.
Totally could see her doing it, but totally hamming it up and giving it that like comedy vibe that she was going for. But I think because Faye Dunaway has no sense of humour and takes herself so seriously, there is just this unhinged energy that she brings to the role that I don't think anyone else could deliver the way she delivered.
It's so perfect. Like, I would change nothing. You're so right. Bette Midler would be a much more appropriate casting for this movie, but it would have denied us something so special.
Because in Faye's reality, like the actors in the film, I mean, not the person playing Supergirl, not Heart Bonking or whatever his name is, but there are like some legit Shakespearean actors in this as well.
Yeah, you've got Peter O'Toole, you've got Peter Cook, you've got Mia Farrow as a cameo in this movie. It's a stacked cast. And so you could imagine Faye being like, well, I'm amongst my thespians, and yeah, I know. It's really amazing. Watching the making of and hearing her describe like her witchy powers and the confrontation that will ensue. She's still basically doing the behind the scenes, but she's still delivering it like she's on set. It's really great.
In this program, you're going to see something of the discipline and hard work that goes into making a film like this. You have to believe it. We have to make you believe it.
I mean, as a witch on screen, brilliant, right?
Perfect. Also, like, they invented this character for this movie. This is not a character that exists in the comics. They were like, what would make sense? Oh, I know, a witch. I don't know. There's like a reason why Superman has powers, you know? He's an alien, the sun, blah, blah, blah. Like, magic doesn't really come into it with Superman. So it's already just a weird choice to make the villain a witch.
Yeah, and I mean, it would have been more interesting if maybe Supergirl lent more into that kind of sorcery energy, wouldn't it?
What? So she also had witchy powers?
Yeah, maybe. But instead it was, you know, how can we introduce the female version of Superman? We will need to have a relatable storyline, and therefore that will be two women fighting over a man is more important than anything else.
It's so wild. It's so wild. The stakes are so low. The stakes are so low. It's like, will Supergirl fit in at school, and will she get the guy? That's the stakes of this movie.
Meanwhile, her family are rotting. Because how long do you think she's gone for? We know it's taken her longer than 2 days, but how long do you think she's been away for? A week?
Well, how long is she in the Phantom Zone?
Oh, God, yeah.
It's enough time for Faye Dunaway to take over the entire town.
Yeah, and have all of the protesters. So maybe it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that feels about right.
So their bodies are starting to maybe rot.
Well, we don't know what like the atmosphere is like in inner space, so maybe they get just preserved.
Okay.
Maybe there isn't like enough bacteria or humidity or anything for rotting to take place. Maybe they're just all like sucked dry and husky.
Yes, okay. But they're dead. We can agree they're dead for definite.
Oh, definitely. They're definitely dead. Yeah, they're all dead. What do we think about Supergirl, this actress?
I mean, I can't even say nice hair.
No.
Because, like, as our friend Anna said, like, she needed to put a bit more toner on that, didn't she?
Yeah.
If you're going to do blonde and be a blonde bombshell, you can't do that. I mean, she's pretty terrible, right? Does she have any redeeming features?
I mean, she's clearly made a choice to play it with this like wide-eyed innocence, but she just looks so fucking gormless the entire movie. I mean, the script doesn't help, but yeah. She was only 19 when she did it. This is her first booking. She was fresh out of stage school.
Imagine if you gave that role to Elizabeth Berkley, she would make more of it. Imagine if Naomi was Supergirl.
Different places.
Well, you know, they did consider Brooke Shields and Demi Moore.
Oh, I'm not interested in Brooke Shields doing it, but Demi, I think, because she has a bit more grit to her, doesn't she? She's always had a bit more.
Yeah, I can't really picture her doing like wide-eyed girlish innocence. So maybe that'd be a bit more interesting.
I mean, they were never going to let her not be anything other than that, though, were they? In this movie, do you think Faye Dunaway spoke to her? I bet she didn't.
She does say in the making of, she's like, with a very talented young actress.
Supergirl is played by a very impressive young actress called Helen Slater.
It's kind of hard to talk about this movie because it is just like, it's all superlatives. Like everything about it is cranked up so far that you just feel like you're kind of repeating yourself. But like, it's so enjoyable because every scene is so batshit.
Yeah.
It goes from one bananas thing to the next. Like, oh, suddenly I'm in a abandoned amusement park and they're talking about the water bill. Oh, now we're at a party and there's a woman spinning upside down. Oh, now there's a haunted tractor. Now Supergirl is doing math equations and stopping some bullies. Like, it's just, it ricochets all over the place so fast. And it just means you're constantly like on the back foot. You have no idea what's going to happen next. And it makes it so fun to watch. As you say, but by the end, it is like, okay, let's wrap this up, folks. We don't need we don't need the dramatic pathos ending. But yeah, the first hour and a half, you're just like, this is the craziest, best movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Totally. I think a really good sign of a film like this that like is kind of in the campy spectrum is when you're watching it with other people and you're all cackling at different things as well. And like we were with 2 other people and everybody was cackling.
Yeah. This one really rewards a group watch.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. This is another one that would make a great midnight movie. I'm sure it happens all over the place, but...
Well, you say that. I feel like this has gone under the radar. I really do. I don't think it's on those lists.
Yeah.
Does it leave you anticipating this upcoming Supergirl film? Because obviously we spoke a bit about this over the weekend about how many, like 9 lives bloody Superman has had. They constantly they're so scared of losing the Superman, the Batman film. So it's just like, we'll constantly reboot it. We'll constantly try and work out the way to land it. Do you think there is life in Supergirl, or is this forever going to be a doomed prospect?
Interesting. There was a TV show, wasn't there, about 10 years ago that I think was kind of medium well received. Had Callista Flockhart in it. I think it's got potential because I think that the storyline is about her getting revenge, and they're clearly setting her up as like a messy kind of drunk girl. So that's kind of fun. I could see there's like something fun to be had there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if Captain Marvel was like unhinged, we'll see.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, why does Superman get to fail so many times? Where's Supergirl 4?
That's just like the rules of feminism.
Well, I don't know. Should we rate this movie?
We should rate this movie, yes.
We need to give it a score out of 10 on the Merrills. How good is this movie? Is there anything, anywhere we can give a Merrill to this movie? I don't know.
I don't think we can.
I don't know.
I don't think it's got a Merrill in it. Normally, when it's this bad, there's something in the design that we can muster up. And I mean, it's 80s fabulousness, but it's not great costume design.
And like the production design is like, it's kind of fun to watch the practical effects, but it doesn't look good.
No, it's a 0.
It's a 0 Merrill. Placid.
That's it. Placid.
That's what you say, man.
Placid.
Watch what you say, Mel. I don't have to take this anymore.
Beyond flaccid.
Inverted. Yeah. It's tucked back up inside. Okay, but what about Liza's? How many Liza's? How camp is this movie?
You know what I'm going to say.
I'm going to say it too.
We have to say it.
Yeah, it's a 10.
It's such a fucking 10. And like, what a glorious 10. Because again, part of the reason why I wanted to do this podcast was that we spoke about not just your obvious films. Now, I'm not saying, wait a second, where did you two find this movie to talk about? But it has slipped away from, I think, public's sort of general knowledge. And I think it's really important that if people like their kind of campy, crazy, kooky, fucking mental films, that this is on their radar, because it's not going to disappoint. If you watch this with some mates on a Sunday night in Berlin rather than going to Berghain, you're going to have a great time.
Yeah, it's good enough to make you not regret not going to Berghain.
If I can make you laugh when you don't want to, I've done my job.
This one gave me, as you said, such a wetty.
What did Faye get for Mummy Dearest? Did she get 10s for that as well? Was that a perfect? This is her second perfect score in a perfect Liza score in a row. Yes, Faye Dunaway.
It makes sense. I mean, she's such a camp icon. Yeah, I feel like I'm not even sure we did this movie justice talking about it just now, but because it's kind of so hard to describe how great it is. You just have to go watch it and see it for yourself, and you're going to have the best time.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you follow the plot. You could literally just be looking at the paper mache container that is holding the ball. You could be just looking at the makeup. You could just be looking at how bad the backdrops are during the stunt scenes. There's something constant to look at here that's enjoyable.
Yeah. Or enjoying Bianca's blowout. Well, there you have it. This is our second ever perfect Camp Classic score, I think. 0 Meryl's and 10 Liza's.
It's up there with barbed wire. Perfection.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Perfect.
Brilliant. It was worth the technical issues we had earlier. This is great.
If you've seen this movie, let us know what you think. And if you haven't, go watch it. And also tell us what you think.
Yeah, well, my box is definitely getting bigger, Crystal, and uglier. So I need to leave, I'm afraid.
What the box wants, the box gets. We'll be back in 2 more weeks with another Camp Classic.
Good night.
Bye.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Classic.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
No more hangers!
You thought you'd become a prostitute or a drug addict.
I used to love doggy chow. I used to love doggy chow too.